Hello, folks. Welcome to episode 8 of It Came From the Discount Bin. I am your host, co-host, whatever way you want to look at it, Andrew Walker. We also have Mickey Jackson, Alexa Harnack, and our second guest of this show, Mr. Nik Emmadi. How are you doing, sir?
Hello.
This isn't your first time in this room, is it?
No, it's not. But it's the first time on this show, and wow, you're scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Oh.
But it's good to know I'm still on the list.
Welcome, Nick. You and I have done a couple things together at the studio. Back when I used to do Pristine Peninsula, you were on a bunch of times doing characters, and then our podcast we did with Joe.
Yes, we have a sordid history.
Sordid history. But yeah, let's dig right into it. So for this episode, you picked what cult film?
Army of Darkness by Sam Raimi.
1992.
Yes.
Now, why did you pick this one?
Well, to be honest, I saw the list and I said, okay, I'm going to have to add some kind of levity to this. And then I saw what you picked. No, but Army of Darkness, because when you were talking about it came from the discount bin, it's a movie that is near and dear to my heart, and it had that discount vibe to it. When you watch it, it has all the classic stop
Checks
motion.
all the boxes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it had that, and it had Bruce Campbell at his finest with slapstick humor and that weird amount of gore. And I went, yeah, this it's not one of those movies that's mainstream, and so you'd walk by discount bin like, yeah, that makes sense.
I have seen every other Evil Dead movie, including the two fairly recent ones, which I didn't really care that much for. So this was the last one I had to watch, and I'm glad you picked it, so I could round out my Evil Dead watching.
Yeah, those other two new ones that you mentioned are apparently some suit wants to re-envision it and make it true horror and absolutely no comedy. And I don't know.
There was no comedy. Or there might have been a couple attempts, but like it completely did not have the soul at all.
Yeah.
Of the first two movies.
No, if you laugh during that movie, it's called inappropriate laughter, and then they'll do a psych eval on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And it was just gore for the sake of gore, and it's like. I don't know. I didn't like him. I won't watch him again.
It definitely takes away from the series as a whole.
Yeah.
And what made it makes it
it
beloved.
Yeah, exactly.
You could watch the first two Evil Dead movies, Army of Darkness, and go straight into the TV series that Bruce Campbell did. That ran for like 2 seasons.
I watched the pilot episode because it was free on my Roku or whatever. But I would like to watch the rest of it someday.
Yeah.
It was funny, and
I have to say I have not seen Evil Dead. I know it's on my list of movies I'm supposed to watch.
For some reason, I thought you had seen them.
No, I've seen parts of it, and I know about the hand and the whole I know all of that, but I haven't actually seen it. So I did like that Army of Darkness kind of prefaced a little bit what had happened, so I had an idea before he was thrust into some mid-century craziness.
Yeah,
because I haven't seen the second one, but once I saw the original one and watched it with you, and I think our cousin Sarah that was visiting, and I did have to close my eyes, especially towards the end, the very end. But I actually I was surprised at how much I liked it.
Yeah.
And then Ray suggested we watch this. Was this maybe 2 years ago around Halloween? And I had no idea that it was nothing like. I had no idea that it was about medieval. And then we started watching. I'm like, what is this? She's like, oh yeah, it has nothing to do with that. I'm like, what? Not at all.
So
I had no idea.
And in a trilogy, I understand where when a filmmaker wants to do something different than the first two movies. Like think about Back to the Future 3 when they go back to the 1880s or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's completely different than the first two. The Ninja Turtles movie where they go back to ancient China
or Japan. Yeah,
or Japan.
Yes.
So this movie, I'd have to say, is more in line with those movies. I don't know. Yeah. I didn't care much for it. I don't know. It really didn't do anything for me. A lot of the action scenes were really frantic, and
there's a lot of frantic in it. I would say that.
And it was kind of hard to watch. It almost gave me a seizure.
Some of the frantic, like the frantic witches, like they're the people when they're like, and then they like fly at you, and they're flying this way. I kind of like that because it's a little scary and a little bit hilarious all at the same time.
when he's being fed the grapes, and then the lady just turns and then
exactly
gets scalded in the face. The one guy.
Right.
I mean, Evil Dead 1 and 2, Evil Dead, when it first came out, that's Sam Raimi just grabbing a camera and a bunch of his buddies going out to the woods.
And they were film students at MSU.
Yeah.
Now, is it Ted Raimi that
His
is
brother.
he also like producing these movies, or was he in some of these? So I was
He's
trying
in.
to figure out, because it says he was the S-Mart clerk, which I saw, and one of the Cowardly Warriors. But then under his what stuff he's in, it said some of the older Spider-Man movies and Drag Me to Hell.
Oh yeah,
The Grudge,
I remember
Shocker,
reading that too because he looks so
Handyman,
familiar.
and I'm like, was he in these, or was he helping produce these?
He was acting in them.
Okay,
Yeah,
love that.
Yeah, he would bring his brother in for all of them, kind of like how James Gunn does with his brother Sean.
Right, that's what it made me think of.
Yeah.
'Cause we talked about that.
Yep.
But I really liked it, honestly. I mean, 1992 is, I was a freshman in high school, so for you youngins, that's a good year for
Same
me.
here.
I can't believe I didn't
I was gonna
see
say,
this.
I think you're around the same age as Nick.
Yeah, I can't believe I didn't see this. But, I mean, just some of it, like them all staring into the pit and nothing happens, and then it just shoots out a fountain of blood. Hilarious. Like, I found a lot of these things. And again, the evil thing down there, like, screaming and fast, motion, and the camera's real close up, and, some of his, funny sayings, and I loved a lot of it.
And I'm glad they changed the ending because originally it was a darker ending. Like he goes to sleep, and then they do the spell, but he wakes up with like Rumpelstiltskin, like the beard, and it's a post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah.
and people are like, come on, Sam, don't do that.
Yeah.
And so he goes. They do the S-Mart shot stuff.
Yeah.
Nick, you know what a lot of those weird angles and frenetic camera movements reminded me of?
What's that?
Remember, it's another movie that you love and I absolutely hate because of this reason. Directed by Ron Howard, around the year 2000.
Signs.
Are we talking about Gladiator? No, not Gladiator. No, Ron Howard.
Oh, Signs was M. Night Shyamalan.
It's a Christmas movie.
Oh, The Grinch.
That's what that reminded me of. Those crazy angles and
I
You're
also
talking about
don't
the
like
Jim
the
Carrey.
Yeah, the Jim Carrey one.
It's one of my favorites.
oh,
Yeah,
I
no,
can't stand
My
that
daughter and I love that movie. We watch it like all the time. She can repeat all
He
of it.
hates that movie, and I'm like, well, I'm glad we
It's
have
hilarious.
difference. We need to because the humor in that too. It's just
Now we know what type of movies to torture Anne.
movie. Yeah, I'm gonna have
Like a
5
Clockwork
seizures.
Orange.
Yeah, Mister, please make it stop. I've had enough.
yeah. I'm just.
I mean,
making
we'll
a
never
list
do that to you, maybe.
Put an asterisk next
Oh
to
my
that.
God.
Depends
Yeah,
on what we
and-
need from you.
Him growing that second him and them fighting, what I thought was hilarious. And the little
Oh yeah,
Dash.
they split apart.
They split apart because I'm like, oh my God, he's got an eyeball on him. And I'm like, oh my God, he's splitting into two. And
Goody
then,
little two shoes.
Yes,
Good,
so
bad.
funny. And then the little mini hymns too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I did really enjoy a lot of the slapstick in it.
I-
Skulls fish hooking him because I'm a big fan of a fish hook. I'm not gonna lie. I will get drunk, walk up to one of my friends, and fish hook them. Still to this day, like what? Oh, sorry, my hand might be clean.
Oh no!
So I love a good fish hook. So between the fish hooking and the,
They get him on the side.
yeah, and they came out the side, and then all of a sudden there were like 10 of them all at once.
Now, Nick, how old were you when you first saw this? About
I saw this in. I was 13 when I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was the right age.
okay.
Where I don't have any maturity, and I could still go just giggle myself to sleep, just like.
I think I would have maybe liked it a little more if it did still have some of the horror aspects that the first two movies had.
Yeah, this is a
But-
clear departure from that. This is
Yeah.
not horror at all. Like very
Yeah.
little horror.
I think I would need to watch it again, and I think I would like it more the second time. That seems to be how.
That way you can appreciate it for.
Yes, because when you're watching something for the first time, you're only paying attention to whatever is.
At the moment.
Yeah, at the moment, whatever is coming at you,
Right.
and you don't have time to take everything else in.
Yeah.
So
Interesting enough, I saw Army of Darkness first. I didn't know about the,
before Evil Dead.
Yeah, before Evil Dead. So
Yeah.
then when I saw that, I'm like, wow, this is a lot darker and scarier than.
You
yeah,
anticipated.
Yeah. So I start off with comedy, like, ha ha. I'm like,
it was
oh
like
my
the
god.
opposite for me.
Yeah,
Which
'cause
Which
I
is
see-
why I didn't see Evil Dead first, because I was young enough that I was like, I feel like this is going to terrify me, even though I like scary movies.
But-
I don't know what
yeah.
it was about it, if it was the demon possession or.
Yeah, they go hard in that, like with the
Yeah.
look, like they borrowed some of the Exorcism. Oh, The Exorcist from Sam Raimi, like the look
Yeah.
of it, and like Linda Blair stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. But yeah, that, especially with the eyes and
And they got the little camera track running through the forest.
Yeah.
And they showed something behind the scenes. They showed the guy just running full to him like he's going to trip or something.
Yeah, he's going down.
Now, if they do continue with the franchise, Nick, where would you like to see it go? Like, maybe do another TV series or another movie? Where would you think it could go
I
next?
enjoyed the TV series. I don't mind if they, Bruce is getting older, so if you're going to do it and have him hand off to go fight someone else to find the Deadites, I'm fine with that. Bruce will always be the granddaddy of them all, but if there are other people that come in to pick up the mantle and do it, yeah.
Hand it off to Shia LaBeouf.
And we're done.
We tried that with Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
And
Shia.
that was the quickest
Yeah,
end to that.
Dropped that baton.
This is because of the Grinch, isn't it?
Yes.
That's why.
Yeah, you're on my bad list, Nick. And you are too, because you said you liked it.
We love it.
Oh.
I don't like it.
I mean, this
love
is
it.
not even passive aggressive. This is just straight up
Yeah.
aggressive.
Yeah, exactly. So let's go on to our next film,
Andrew,
The Crow. Yes.
Before we do, I wanted to ask you, because I don't know if you remember this, but I remember when we were younger, Dad would say Klaatu Beretta Nikto. And I thought it was from like Star Trek or something.
No.
But I've heard Dad say that and
Yeah.
had no idea till I watched this that that's what it was from.
That's when you know that's the code when you've screwed something up. Klaatu Barada. What's the third world?
Wait, has Dad seen these movies?
You're going to have to ask him, but I know I've heard that
If
is
he's
where
saying-
I heard it from.
If she's saying that, yes, he has. or he saw the clips, or someone dragged him to it.
I think he probably saw the first one in the theater, but well, I'll have to ask him.
I have real quick. One of my favorite Bruce Campbell lines from this movie was when the girl that he liked was demonized.
Yeah.
And she goes, "You found me beautiful once." He goes, "Honey, you got real ugly." I was dead. I'm like, he's so deadpan.
Bruce.
I
He
loved
had
it.
so many lines in that movie.
Also,
So many, but that I think I had to write that one down. I was like, I got to pick a top one.
his girlfriend in the quick flashback was Bridget Fonda, and I'm like, why isn't she in this more?
And
You know?
probably because she
I do
didn't want to
love
be.
Bridget Fonda.
She's like, I've seen the script.
I'm going to have to pick
I'm all
singles
out.
one of these times because I haven't watched it in a while.
Yeah,
But I love Bridget Fonda.
She was also in that Tarantino movie, Jackie Brown.
Yes.
Have you seen Jackie Brown?
No.
It's probably his most underrated movie.
Yeah.
It is so good, but
I know
nobody ever talks
people
about it.
do like it a lot because I've had other people ask me, have you seen it? Got to go on the list now.
All right, let's talk about The Crow. Alexa, you this is the first time you had seen this movie, correct?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Now, what'd you think about it?
I really liked it. Yeah.
Isn't it? It was so good. Do you love like the miniatures of like the city
Yeah.
and everything? It's supposed to be Detroit, obviously. That's not really Detroit.
And I had no idea that it took place in Detroit.
you didn't?
I did not know that either.
Writer
In the graphic novel, yep.
He's from Detroit. I didn't know any of that.
I didn't know that. So it stars Brandon Lee, Bruce Lee's son, who infamously got shot on the set on accident and died, and they were still able to finish the film with a stunt double, and I guess some CGI and some other
back
tricks.
old CGI from '94.
I really liked it. It kind of reminded me of Batman a little bit. Like
I agree. That's what it reminded
it kind of reminded me of, especially like the cityscape, reminding me of Tim Burton's Batman. I know there's been a sequel or two, and then there was a reboot a year or two ago with
the reboot was with Skarsgård.
yeah.
Yeah, that one I saw.
I heard it was, terrible.
not good, and I like him, but
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was not good.
No.
This was actually so much better, so much better than that.
Alexa, and you texted me the other day and said, I cried at the end. Explain yourself.
Oh, yeah. Well, we just lost our uncle this past week who
Oh,
we were
yeah.
very close to. And
Yeah.
when at the end, Sarah's closing up and just, when people that you love are taken from you, like the best way to go on is to keep loving them. And so, yeah, I cried.
Oh,
Sure did.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, I'd like to say that none of them have ever done any research on what Detroit looks like.
I know. I was
Not
going to
even a
say.
little bit. I was like, I've never seen any like hot dog place like that. No streets like that. No buildings with big round windows like that.
An establishing shot of like, that's not Detroit.
That's why I had no idea until you just said that. I was like, that's supposed to be Detroit.
That'd be like me going and taking a shot of Biloxi and it's like, welcome to New York.
Right. Yeah. I thought it was like supposed to be like some sort of Gotham type city.
Yeah.
It's
Some
like a
city.
made up half Chicago, half New York mythical town.
In the new one, did they have any like establishing shots showing that it's actually Detroit with like the Renaissance Center or anything?
That I don't remember.
No, I don't remember
Yeah, I
offhand
don't
doing
remember
that.
offhand if they did. Because it was so terrible, I didn't
Yeah.
watch it twice. Like you said, I could go back and watch it again and notice all those things. No, 0 times.
0 times.
I love Ernie Hudson being in it.
Yeah,
I
Ernie
like
Hudson.
him
Good
a
old Ernie.
lot.
Yeah, and then the little girl who is somehow friends with.
Yeah, because her mom's a hooker,
Yeah.
basically, who
Yeah.
does heroin, and they kind of take her in.
Yeah,
She did absolutely nothing after.
I watching that movie, and if Brandon Lee hadn't died, I'm like, oh, he would have gone on to do some pretty big
Yeah.
stuff.
He was
I think
good.
he was
Yeah.
he was really good.
His trajectory was on the uprise. And that goes back to when Alec Baldwin in that movie Russ
Yes.
with the same thing. They check the props because that gun was used in an
Yeah.
earlier movie
Yeah,
that had blanks and everything. And then they just moved. That's just can't happen.
No, it shouldn't. With all the checking and rechecking, there should be no
Exactly.
reason for that. But I thought he did great as an actor, and a lot of the emotional scenes and a couple of little quirky comments and.
And I can never remember
Yeah.
the villain's name when he's fighting on the rooftop because that's the guy who was also in like Disney's The Three Musketeers with Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh, yeah,
Charlie
yeah.
Sheen.
Martin.
I hadn't seen that.
Oh, he was in Count of
Or
Monte
Martin
Cristo. He was in Count
No.
of Monte Cristo, the bad guy with the long hair.
Yes.
That's one of my
I'm
favorite
talking about the
movies.
Three Amigos.
Yeah,
Don't
you're
mind
talking
me.
about the
Don't mind
Three
me.
Amigos.
Don't mind me.
Hey.
That's twice now I've gotten movies mixed up.
You just made the record skip in my head. You're like, I'm listening to Kiefer Sutherland, Charlie Sheen. You're like, and Steve Martin. Wait, what?
Yeah, right.
And then I said Martin Short,
And then Martin Short. I'm
which
like,
was also wrong.
Three Amigos is a good movie, but not that one.
Three Amigos versus the Three Musketeers. I would watch that.
Yeah, I would too.
Like an Avengers mashup. They're like, we got to save some. Like,
Yeah,
Don't-
I couldn't figure out where I knew the bad guy from, and it was the Count
Yeah.
of Monte Cristo because I love that movie. That's
I've
like
never
one of
seen
my
that.
favorites.
Let's see if I can get this right. Does that have Leo in it?
No, that's the Man in the Iron Mask,
Yeah.
which is also a great movie. Which
You're
I
doing this on
love.
purpose.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of those.
What?
Yeah, this will happen a lot.
Yeah,
I think I didn't.
and he's gonna hate them all once he watches them
Yeah,
because they weren't his
possibly.
picks.
I think I didn't realize that, because I've heard about this movie, of course, forever, and that how pivotal it was, and seen stills and everything. I didn't realize that there was the element of like quirkiness and kind of like, I don't want to say goofy, but I think I thought like Brandon Lee was going to be more serious, and I mean, not
Yeah.
that he wasn't, but like you said, there was the quirky kind of like I always say this word wrong. Poignant
Poignant.
Poignant.
moments, and I wasn't
Important
expecting like
moment.
the
Yeah.
tone was not quite what I was expecting. I liked it.
Yeah,
but
because I think they tried to have it be like a comic book feel, and I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
where the quirkiness comes
Yeah,
in.
like
like
that, yeah.
what's the movie with the smiley face thing? That
Watchmen.
dark Watchmen. That
Oh.
was
I'm
not
kind
even
of gave
gonna
me
try.
Watchmen vibes
get that one
a
wrong,
little
too.
bit, just like the way they were
A
shooting
little bit,
it, the
and
dark.
also Sin City.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
Sin City.
Do you remember there was a movie came out? I think after the first Sin City, called
The Spirit.
The Spirit, with Scarlett
not seen
Johansson.
And my man who's in the suits, Gabriel Macht, was the Spirit.
Yeah. Now that's one of those movies. Is it good? No. Is it entertaining as hell? Yes. I don't know about you, Nick, but it's fun to watch. But
Yeah.
it's not a good movie, but it's got like
I think it came out at the wrong time. If it came out a couple of years later, I think it would have done a lot better.
I think so. Sam Jackson's in it, and there are some goofy
Yeah.
goofy parts.
The
We
only
should definitely
thing
watch
I would
that
say
for this.
about
I've heard
The
of that.
Crow and the way they did this and being like Detroit in any type of way was like the grungy bar
Yeah.
that plays a band.
Great
scene,
soundtrack.
because they did have those places
Oh, yeah.
downtown where they would
Yeah.
have a band and it was really dark and grungy, like
St.
a
Andrews
whole-
Hall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like a warehouse. I mean, I've been to some after hours in a warehouse, terrifying. But they were basically like that, you know.
Yes.
And then the whole outfits and the vibe of it, like I definitely felt that while I was watching it. Like, okay, this is nostalgic. a
Remember
bit.
when the bad guys rolled up in their car and did some STP?
Yes.
Yes, love that.
I will say, I do kind of feel like the last act, like the final act, was like a little bit different. The way it was shot, maybe like it seemed a little bit more choppy and weird.
Well, that's probably because
Brandon was.
Oh,
And I was
yeah.
thinking,
that was the
like,
section
yeah, I didn't think
they had to
about that.
completely redo.
Was it the end?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I was thinking like
Probably the
the
whole third act.
the
probably.
rewrites and all
Yeah.
of that.
Yep.
And yeah, that movie did one of the things that, because of what happened with Brandon, a lot of directors and producers say, when you have a lead and there's any kind of like action scenes or gun scenes, get all the close-ups done first. They always shoot
Yeah.
all the
Yes.
close-ups done because you never know.
Right.
Especially with Tom Cruise, who does all his own stunts.
That man wants to meet Xenu.
Yeah,
He's trying to meet
just
Xenu.
Really pushing it.
I don't care how many Thetans you have. You can't jump off the Eiffel Tower again.
Now, Alexa, where would you, if they were to continue the Crow franchise and kind of dismiss the one that came out a year
Yeah.
ago, what would you like to see them do with it? Would you like to see? I would like to see a 10-part like Netflix series
Well, that's
where they can
where-
take the time and really develop the story.
That's where I'm unclear because, like, to me, it almost seems like it was a one and done kind of thing, right? Like he avenged and then that was it.
And then he went back. Yeah.
But
It
there's the
is
story
a self-contained story
Yeah.
for
of
the movie.
the
Yeah.
Crow itself, like that idea of people could be resurrected to.
I'd like it to be more like a Punisher type situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you come back and you're there to like fight for the little guy after you've already avenged, you know, the death of your loved ones or whatever it was, and then keep going on and doing that.
Yeah. Yes. I think a 10 or 12-part series would be excellent for this.
Yeah. And who would we get to play him though? Because I don't like Skarsgård.
Yes, he's not a good fit
Quickly,
for that.
anybody have a good idea?
I don't know.
I didn't think about that.
Tom Hardy,
Too old.
Ooh.
too old.
He's almost 50.
But it's a good 50.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I have no questions
Love
about
it.
myself, but look, if he said I find you attractive, like
Yep.
I'm not gonna say you're an
Yeah.
attractive man.
Yep.
We're
in a safe space. You're
Yeah.
hot.
He has done. You have done a good job, and considering the fact that I'm only a few years younger than him, it says a lot.
Facts.
It says a lot. I mean,
We'll think on that for further when we decide to pitch our Crow series.
All right. Let's talk about Darren Aronofsky's 2017 very divisive film, Mother. Yeah, Alexa?
Well, I was going to say, should we talk about Danger 5 for Nick?
Oh,
Because
sure.
we only have a few. Because I don't know if you wanted to also talk about Mother, but I know
oh
you.
no, we can talk about it. We can do Mother.
But
Yeah.
I know you had some thoughts about Danger 5.
I had some thoughts about Mother too, with
Yeah.
Aronofsky.
So, what had you seen this movie before you picked it?
I had only once.
Okay.
And it blew my mind on a lot of levels because at first I didn't figure out what it was until I got a little further in. And it had me like, what is going on here? What is
The
going on
allegory
here?
of
Yeah.
Earth.
What is going on here? And
Yeah.
then I'm like, oh. And the first time I watched it, I didn't see the very beginning.
Oh, okay.
And now this time I'm like, I would have got that.
Yeah.
That I watched it from the very beginning.
Whoops.
But I just, it got me like, because it's so true. Like the way as humans, you know, you want, and then there's just more and more, and we can't just be happy with what we have. We have to ruin everything, you know,
Yes.
on so many levels.
Yes, yes.
You know, even though it starts with good intentions, and just this time it was nice because I caught a couple of little things, like, you know, when he was throwing up in the toilet, and the man is over him, and he's got what did she call him? Father? Did she call him father? No, I can't remember.
Man?
Him.
Or him.
Him.
Yeah, just
Him.
him. Yeah.
So when him is standing over the man,
And he's
and
missing
he
that.
covers up the scar
flesh,
on his
yeah.
side, I'm like, that's where he took his rib.
I didn't
To
catch
make
that.
woman.
I didn't catch that at first, but I caught everything else.
And I was
Yeah.
like, ooh, okay. Like now I'm getting some of the other references that I totally missed.
I didn't get that at first, or when Michelle Pfeiffer came in, that was Eve.
Yep.
But when their sons came in and one kills the other, I'm like, oh, that's Cain and Abel.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then from there on out,
It rolls together.
it rolls, and then more things happen, and more things happen, and
Yeah.
then you have the military come in, and that represents, why are nations killing each other and
right.
everything.
And
yeah.
the women, you know, that were behind bars, like the human trafficking and,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, just the genocide
Yeah.
and all of it. They touched on every single part, and just keeping it contained in the house, and how he's just, well, they have nowhere else to go. Like, where else will they go?
Right.
You know, and just his blind love for them, and the baby thing was just
Yeah.
that was a lot. That was a lot the first and second time.
And then taking
The first and second.
crystal and
Yep.
then starting the process over again.
Yep.
One thing I love about Darren Aronofsky is he's very subtle.
Yeah,
It's just
right.
it just eases you in right there. I'm like, oh my god, he at least he's consistent. That's what I was saying,
Yeah.
because I saw his Vegas show in the Sphere.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be Postcards from Humanity. I'm like, by Darren Aronofsky, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of like leaning back, like all you children
Oh.
are in for a shot. And it was again not very subtle. And near the end, it gets a little preachy. But with Mother, I was watching them like, okay, I get the biblical references, and it makes sense. And then I'm like, where does he go that extra edge to go over the top?
Yep.
Baby. There it is. Thank you,
The
Darren.
body of Christ, they're all eating it, and I'm like, oh my God.
Which I've joked about with my friends. Like when they go to
Yes.
something, I'm like, so you really doing the body of Christ? And they're like, come on, Nick, you
Right.
have an elephant god and a
Yeah.
monkey god. I'm like, yeah, I know, man, but you don't see me brushing with a monkey tail, you know? Yeah, I don't.
Right. You're like, there's limits.
Yeah, I'm like, you guys are like the body of Christ. I'm like,
threshold.
okay, that's kind of weird.
Nick, remind me, did you saw Beau is Afraid, right? Or
No.
No? Okay, because there's some parts of that movie that remind me of this. There's only like 2 or 3 other people I know that have seen it, so I need you to watch it so I can talk about it with somebody.
No, Andrew,
it's so weird.
Let's get something. You find movies that like 6 people out of a billion have seen, and then we're like, I can't believe you haven't
Right.
seen it. Whereas you're like, hey, you've seen Jurassic Park? What's that?
Right. Oh, and it couldn't possibly like the Grinch that everyone loves,
Yeah.
but Andrew.
Scooby Doo? Never heard of it.
Yeah.
What kind of cat is that?
And I've never seen Titanic.
Me either. But just because I don't
What?
want to.
It's probably because Andrew
and
told
I
you
also
not to
don't
watch
like
it.
the Grinch.
Yes.
Fair enough. I mean, if there's like some people like, I hate James Cameron, I'll never support him. That's fine.
Right.
Speaking of that, I recently watched The Abyss for the first time. I loved it up until the end. I did not
I've
like.
never seen Abyss.
Oh, I won't spoil it. Nick?
Yeah, the ending was, I was like, oh, okay, you didn't have to go there. I think had they just let it be.
But it's such a departure from
Yeah.
the first 90% of the movie, you know?
Yeah. I think maybe he got notes saying that, could you end this like this? And they're like, okay, we'll I don't want to give spoilers, but yeah.
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 That had a lot of that had some suits going there, which I was like, Cameron taking notes from a suit? When does that happen?
Anyway, back to Mother.
Mother.
What did you guys get from it that at the end?
Amazing performances. Amazing
Oh
performances.
yeah, great acting, and but like the whole process starting over again. Now I have heard some scientists and other people say that they think that, in however old the Earth is, that
We'll reset.
humanity has tried to start a couple times over the last 2 or 3 billion years,
Oh yeah.
and then something completely wipes it out, and then it starts again,
The whole
like a meteor asteroid
Well,
or
the
whatever.
concept
Yeah.
of the great extinctions that have happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That
The
really,
dinosaurs had their chance.
yeah. They blew it.
They blew it, just like in Jurassic Park.
But at the end,
For Jeff Goldblum.
remember, a new woman
Yeah.
appears,
Is in the
but
bed,
she looks
yeah.
a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the first one that burned up was just a little different.
Yep.
And it's like
Yep.
he's doing
Yep.
this over and over again because he's so omnipotent and self-absorbed that he thinks he can do this right. So
Yeah.
he keeps trying and trying and trying.
And of course, when stories do that, when they're like, so now we're back to the beginning, I'm like, so nothing mattered.
Yep, none of it.
Like Avengers.
Darren,
Like
I swear to God.
yeah.
like Avengers.
Yeah, jeez. Oh my God, yes. Don't. Oh. Went through 18 movies just to give me the. Here's it comes.
Yep.
Did any of you see Aronofsky's Noah movie with Russell Crowe?
Oh, I did see
No.
parts of that.
So that was his movie before this, and
Yeah.
it's
I liked it.
I saw it in the theater. I liked it, and I'm like, oh wow, he made 2 biblical themed movies back to
Yeah.
back. He's Jewish. He's
Right.
a atheist Jew from New York City, but making these movies. So
And he pushed the limits a lot. With
Yeah.
So I'm surprised this movie didn't get banned by Catholics and trying to get it. And it was I was trying to figure out when she's drinking that yellow powder.
oh yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm trying to
The
think
viscous stuff.
so I Googled it a little bit to see what, the internet had to say about it. And a lot of people were thinking it was Mother Earth originally was getting her power from the sun and
Okay.
solar power as opposed to Christianity. So that's why when she would get injured or have the headache, she would do this yellow powder. And then as soon as she found out she was pregnant with his baby, she was like, oh, I gotta, and she dumped it all out. Like, okay, this is different.
Right.
But I was like, that's when then her listening to the house and it having, a heartbeat.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Being alive, and then every time something bad would
The house
happen,
would
she
shake.
could tell that, the house, Earth was
Okay.
being,
All right.
destroyed a little bit at the time. And then at the end, when she realized it was basically dead and she lost all of her shit completely,
Yeah. Then
Mm.
decided to burn it all up. Yeah, I mean, we've
A
all probably
cleansing
felt
fire.
that at some point. Like we were just talking how life, you think it's good, and then all of a sudden, shit's in your face, and you're like, well, here we go.
yeah. Jeez.
Let's start over.
But it's just when she wakes up, like, where's the baby? Like the baby scene keeps like they're just passing. I'm like, come on, man.
It
I
was hard to watch.
And then they show the reactions. I'm like, okay, something terrible happened, and I see them all doing this. I'm like, okay, Darren, this is your chance to just leave it right there. My imagination filled it. You don't have to. Oh, you did it. Okay.
Yep. No,
Too late.
We're doing that.
Now, I had told you two on our texting that my two favorite movies of his are Black Swan,
Yeah.
and then his most recent movie, Caught Stealing, which came out last year,
Yes, with Austin Butler.
which is a completely different movie than anything else he has done. It's kind of comedic, kind of a action movie. I highly recommend it. I think you guys would like
Which
it.
I feel is him giving the middle finger to me, because there are people like me like, come on, Darren, I know your shtick, I know your style. Whoop, there it is. Okay, you threw me a
Yeah.
curveball.
But I like it. He tried something different.
Yes.
And it landed. It was really good. Austin Butler and
I'll have to watch that one.
what's her name?
Kravitz.
Yeah, Zoe Kravitz.
Zoe
Zoe
Kravitz.
Kravitz.
Excellent movie.
Should we jump into Danger 5?
Yeah.
Nick,
Let's get it.
what time do you have to leave, Nick? It's 6:57.
Oh, I got about 5 minutes.
Fine.
All right, let's
Let's-
let him
let's-
start with his take.
Let's do Danger 5. Nick, what did you think of this crazy show that I picked?
Yes, you did, because I had imaginary you sitting over my shoulder going, this is gleeful. It is the live action version of Family Guy. That's what I realized. When it
That's a good take.
the
on
cutaways, the absurdity, like I was like, this joke has nothing to do with this, but I love it.
It. Yeah.
Yeah, it's completely. There's completely random parts.
This joke is so random, but I you know what? Have at it.
I absolutely loved it. Andrew and Alexa know I love a good claymation. I mean,
Yes.
I love a fake animal. I mean, I love
When you can
all
use
of
the
it.
practical effects and just blend it in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, people using fake voices. Love it.
Do not binge watch this. I beg you, unless you're ready, unless you're on something, because if you binge watch it,
I
because
feel like if you do mushrooms, not that I'm saying you should, but if you do, you will love this series. Absolutely love it.
like it escalates. For anyone watching, it's 25 minutes. It's an easy binge watch if you're going to. It's basically like watching a feature-length film, but in chapters. The 5th chapter, when you get to the one with the shark heads, believe me, I can't explain this. Words fail me on
Yes.
what I saw, but it's pure Andrew.
Yes. I happened upon this show probably in 2014, 2015, a couple years after it came out.
How do you happen upon this show, Andrew?
I don't know.
I wonder that myself.
What
How do you
algorithm
happen
do you have
upon-
that you
right?
I have no idea. I don't remember what it was streaming on or anything. I just came upon it when season 2 came out, which I think was 2015, because that was new. And they were like, hey, watch season 1. So
Give
after
us the
watching,
premise. Give us the premise of the show.
so
Yes.
it's
So people
it's,
have an idea.
It's an alternate World War II setting that takes place in the 60s instead of the 40s. And there are 5 agents that are part of this secret club where they're trying to kill Hitler. And there's one each of the characters. There's one from the UK, Australia, America, Russia, and
France? Is he French?
Pierre,
I think he is, maybe.
France. I was gonna say Spain, but Spain wasn't part of.
I mean, he plays Cuban drums, but I don't I think he's supposed to be French.
Some brown guy of indeterminate ethnicity, kind of like Nick here.
People have confused me for Latino and Indian. I will never confirm which, although I think the monkey god kind of thing gave it away.
Slipped a hint in there.
And their boss is a humanoid with an eagle head that gives them information at the beginning of each episode, telling them what their mission is for that episode, and also to kill Hitler. They try to kill Hitler at the end of every episode, and he ends up running and flying through
Jumping through a window.
jumping through a window,
Some
and it's
stock footage.
It's the same stock footage every time. But there's a lot of like non sequitur comedy, a lot of random things, kind of like Nick said with Family Guy. callbacks, cutaways, whatever.
I mean, if you can have a talking dog that's,
Smoking.
yeah, then you can have a talking eagle that's giving
And then
orders.
he immediately has another fake talking dog that he can set to do or say whatever, and it's a female.
Yep.
And she can blow things up, spit fire. That's hilarious.
And it's just one of those things where 50% of the people who watch it think, "Oh, this is so stupid. Why am I wasting my time with this?" And the other 50% are like, "Oh, this is pretty funny."
But I think if you preface it saying, "Listen, this is not organized. There's very little structure.
Yeah.
Just go in."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think that would have helped me enjoy it more, maybe, because I had no idea what was going on at first.
Yeah.
And then when I was talking to Andrew, because we watched the episodes together, that I was like, I don't really like the characters that much. Like, they're very one-dimensional. And then that's when you said, okay, it's kind of spoofing the...
Yeah, because there's no growth. These characters are
But
exactly the same.
I didn't get that. So I'm like, I just don't like them.
But that's how those type of shows
Yeah.
from the 60s that they're making fun of, like spy shows or whatever, that were popular here and in the UK, that's how their characters were.
And
So
I
they're-
didn't catch that at the time that we
Sure.
were watching. I was just like, what is happening?
And the eagle hates the blonde.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was one
Even
of my
though she's
favorite
probably
things.
the only one there.
Yeah.
That's semi-competent. And I
Yeah.
kept trying to figure, like, why?
She
Why
said
would
something like, "Shut up, woman." I was like,
And also the season 2 of the show, it takes place in the 1980s, and the setting is as if it's a teen drama set in a high school. And yes, Hitler goes to high school. It is so funny. It's some. I'm trying to think of how it's different than the first season, because it is quite different.
this reminded me a little bit, and I don't know, you probably have seen it, Kids in the Hall.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Did it
Some-
remind you a little bit
Yeah,
of Kids
there are
in the
elements
Hall?
of Kids in the Hall in there.
Like, I'll squish your head.
Yeah.
Or the flying pig. Yes.
The chicken lady.
Yes.
Dave
Yeah.
Foley as the chicken lady.
It gave me vibes of that, because I was like, what else have I seen that's even remotely
You know,
like this?
it's funny you say that, because Ray and I were talking just the other night about Kids in the Hall, and I didn't know they had a movie. And
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah.
you got to watch it. So
I haven't seen
that
it.
was something else that...
Ray is my spirit movie animal.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't get in here, I swear to God.
So I was like, oh, you're going to have to add that for the podcast. I was like, oh, maybe when you join us, we can do it.
we got to wrap up soon. Any other last words on any 4 of these things that we watched?
I was happy with all of them. I know Andrew poo-pooed on Army of Darkness. I thought it was hilarious.
I'm glad I watched it. I didn't hate it, but I'm
Watch
just
it again, and you're gonna really like it. I think.
sure.
No.
The skeleton flute and the
Oh,
bagpipes.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I liked all of them. I think they're worth giving a shot.
Yeah.
Well, I was pretty disturbed by Mother, but that's
Was
because I don't
I was
like...
worried a little bit.
I don't... The only Darren Aronofsky movie I have ever seen is Requiem for a Dream.
Oh yeah.
I would not watch it again. I'm
Yeah.
glad I saw it.
Yeah.
But I just...
It scared me from doing hard
Yeah.
drugs with needles.
yeah.
Yeah, very few of Darren Aronofsky's movies are blockbusters. Like,
Yeah.
you don't get, like, the repeat watchers. Like, I'm not going to...
But
Yeah, but the
Caught Stealing
But they will win.
is good, and it is worth watching.
point of
Yeah.
this was a little bit odd, and I think we all hit a little bit odd on all of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt that mine was the most tame. I mean, when I saw like when you said danger, I looked at some of the clips like, okay, I got to buckle up for this one.
Yeah.
And then I saw Mother, I'm like, it's Aronofsky. I already have to buckle up.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, Crow. Okay, we're going back to a classic. Oh, well done, Alexa. And then
Yeah.
here's my little softball down the middle, a little slapstick comedy, which will be like, oh.
I also had never seen Kristen Wiig in anything that was serious. So that threw me off a little too.
Yeah.
But I mean, cool.
I
but
wasn't
it's
expecting
fine.
her in. She
No.
had a small part
I love
in
Michelle Pfeiffer.
The Martian.
I do like
Yeah, she's the press secretary.
Yep, she's in The Martian, which I don't think you've seen, Alexa, but it's a Ridley
I haven't
Scott.
seen it either.
Excellent
I heard
movie.
it was good.
Yeah.
Excellent movie. All right. Anything else, ladies and gentlemen?
No, thank you for being on.
Yes.
thank you for having
Nick. Nick, anything you'd like to promote?
No, nothing right now.
No? Nothing from Imaginos Workshop?
Imaginos Workshop, yeah, okay. I mean, we got a new banner. We're going to be at Motor City Con in May. So
Cool.
we're looking forward if people want to stop by our Artist Alley table. And yeah.
Very cool.
Cool. All right. Thank you for listening, folks. This has been It Came from the Discount Bin, Episode 8, and we'll catch you next time.
Peace.
Take care.